You understand? It's like a track team. You may not like that person, but that person, you know, if they running that leg, they the one that's going to break out when you pass them the baton.
That's a fact.
So I'm going to open up the floor a little bit for questioning, just a little bit. Not all at once.
What's up? Good evening, man. My main question, right? I own a commercial cleaning company, right? And I admire your entrepreneurship, you know. Love you, P, you know, day one.
Hey,
but, you know.
Love, I get the light.
Nah, all day, man. All day, because, you know, look, I got my stepson and my nephew here, right? And my man said we wasn't taught financial literacy growing up, you know? So I'm thankful that I can share with them this gift, because it really is. You know, I could have skipped a lot of loans in college and all that bullshit, you know? Fact of the matter is, like, I'm looking to get into this, like, but the problem with that is, like, credit-wise, you know, as far as, like, the steps to take,
Okay.
in terms of, like, maybe securing a first-time home buyer's loan.
I can help you with all of that. I don't care if you don't have any money, if you don't have any credit, if you don't have experience, you will be able to be successful in real estate. What you have to do, though, is learn the business. Real estate is not a get rich quick scheme. What it is you find a good property. And what do you do to find a good property? First, it's all about your purchase price. What are you purchasing it at? Based on what you're purchasing it at, then you have to bring a skilled contractor. And that's somebody who just came home, who got a hammer, be like, yo, I know how to put this together. Get yourself a skilled contractor to give you a true estimate of what it is gonna cost for you to put that property together. That same property, you can either live in it or you can sell in it. Your first properties, I always tell everybody, it's important for you to live in that property and what you purchase, because you know what to expect. I can't tell you to go out there and be a flipper like myself when you don't know what the bumps and the bruises are. Always remember, no good deal will go unfunded. Banks don't do you any favors by giving you money. They are there to lend you money.
Interest.
Just like this man sells music and I sell liquor and I sell food by owning this restaurant, the bank's gotta sell money. It's you putting yourself in that confident position to be able to go out and acquire that loan, which I'll be able to help you with real estate. So what it is you partner with me, we fix the property, we sell the property, and we do profit share. So not only are you earning money by putting out your money, but you're also learning the entire process. And I have bankers, first-time home buyers, I have lenders, I have credit repair specialists, title company, anybody that's essential to making a deal go down, I have it. Why I opened up this restaurant, it wasn't for burger and liquor sales, it was for marketing. The amount, that's why these events are free for me, because this is my marketing. Sign your name on that list too. That's the only charge, is putting your name on that list so I can send you information if the list is not going around Keisha and Rick. So any information that you need as far as getting first steps to real estate, I got you.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, man. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it. Also, man, I got a card for you too.
Oh yeah,
because like I said, I got a commercial cleaning.
If anybody has any card, Khalil,
like that,
you got the Khalil, give everybody something to put their cards in.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yes.
For your juice bar, is it something you looking to franchise, or you just have one location?
For now, we do partnerships with people we love because we believe in our brand. And a lot of people don't know franchise means, when you franchise, you also federally regulated. So anywhere you go to a McDonald's, is number one is made the same exact way, number two, yada, yada, yada. With juicing is more personal, so every chef may make a juice a little bit different. Eventually we'll get there, but it's like every juice bar got a battle to see who's the best chef, and then we'll eventually do that. But for now, we like you'll get home, you may make a juice different from your wife will make a juice, or your son will make a juice, or like you make like a little more green apple, a little more strawberry. So we haven't gotten there yet, so we just do healthy partnerships, but we are looking at franchise in the near future. We're just not really ready to let people tell us what to do and exactly how to do it yet. We like kind of having the say-so and the freeness of being open and experimenting in every bar, every chef.
If you want to experiment here, you know,
yeah,
we put the sign out here. You know what I mean? We here.
We pop up.
We the hottest club in Newark too. You know, we the hottest spot in Newark.
Talk about it. We have 2 in the Bronx. Louder. We have 2 in the Bronx, 1 in Yonkers, 1 in Brooklyn, and I also have an online store called Pharmacy for Life. Farmacy for Life. We sell black seed oil, oil of oregano, sea moss, sour sap, CBD salves, bunch of healthy things for you on there.
Say that website again.
Pharmacy for Life. Pharmacy for Life, y'all. With an F. Farmacy for life.com.
You had a question.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Thank you, Benedict.
Love, bro. Thank you.
I had a question for you. You talked about it earlier about how a lot of us in this room, we want to take care of everybody first before we take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And I know you talked about obviously eating healthy and putting the right fuel into your body, but what other helpful strategies do you have?
I think that's just being mindful of who you are, who you're around, the places you're around, the energy you're giving off, the energy you're receiving. Prayer, definitely. If you're into meditation, exercising. I say to do anything you could do to feel it helps to be the best you could be. I would try to read, watch old films, just anything. Be kind when I don't want to be kind. Give off good energy. You was on some shit. Like, I'm going in this club, anybody fuck with me, it's on, I'm on it. This, what's gonna happen? Usually 8 out of 10 times, something's gonna happen. Like, if you go with, yo, I'm in peace, I don't want no problems, I don't want no problems with saying I don't want a problem. Like, for years, I couldn't say that. I don't even know what the problem was. I wouldn't have been able to tell nobody. The whole room could have wanted to jump me. I couldn't have said I don't want a problem. But you're not saying you don't want a problem or want to be in jail or want to be around negativity doesn't make you a sucker. That just means you don't want those things. And when you start understanding what you don't want for yourself and what you want for yourself, bar what anybody says, it leads to a clear path because it just makes you want to be the best you. Like, not saying you always that. Sometimes I'm still an asshole. Just is what it is, like. But most of the time, I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm reserved, but I don't have a problem saying I don't want a problem. I want to be cool. I want to come in the room. I want to learn what I can learn. I want to have the best energy. Whoever hood it is, love is your shit. Drink, smoke, make my money, get out of here, and send good energy. That's it.
Thank you.
Issues that black businesses have when they go into the food industry is that we don't have the connections to get the food at a cost where we could sustain our business. And you're going into a juicing business, and fruits is very expensive.
Very.
And lots of fruits have, like strawberries, berries, they have to be organic. So how do you source your food?
Well, we have a pretty smart staff. People smarter than me with doing that. I think it's about building your rapport with the markets you go to, the vendors you see, meeting them personally, telling them what you're doing, what you're into. And then I think it's also about having a feel for your neighborhood and being able to communicate with what's exactly going on. Like, it sounds weird, but I wouldn't advise this to anyone at all, like business-wise. But we've been able to make money from Juices for Life. And I was just telling my homie with this, when you do something you have a lot of passion for, you don't mind catching an L. And you're gonna double up on the W's. Like, most people don't see it like that. So, like, if you come to Juices for Life, anybody ever been here, been to Juices for Life, they'll tell you, if you come in, we're gonna give you your cup you get, and we're gonna give you a side cup. If you got somebody with you or extra, because we want you to know we value you as a customer. Now, we're losing money, we're giving out that side cup. But when you bring your family there because you know we value you as a customer, and we tell you, hey, if you don't come back, still take the menu, do it at home. You want to spend money with me because you know I really give a fuck about you. I really care about you. Pardon my French, but you know he don't just want my money. This business is not just about taking my money. They want the community better. They want you to heal. And people tend to come back. Like, when you tell people, hey, when they come in your store, your business, whatever you have, remember the faces that come in. Yeah. Remember to say, hey, how you doing? How's your day? What's going on? How you feel? I appreciate your business. Thank you for coming. I know you didn't have to come here. Yeah. People take that to heart. Like, I know me, not even as a juice bar owner, as a customer anywhere I go, I want you to remember I spent my money. Like, I don't want to be treated like shit Friday night when it's packed. Like, at least be like, hey, Styles is packed. All right, they know me. Like, I'm cool. Like, hey, like, you know what I mean? I think it's just about having the rapport with your customers. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe I took that from the music business because you don't always catch W's, you catch L's, but you know, hey, this person been supporting me. He gonna spend his dime with me. He might have missed this project. He might have missed 2 projects, but if he like me, he gonna come fuck with me. He gonna come spend his money with me. And I think we have to, like, with me, I try to remember that in business world, I've seen the best of businessmen regard to hustlers as great businessmen. So I remember, hey, I started off a hustler. I could do pretty much anything. Like, I think we gotta kind of learn to balance it out. Like, you gotta tell your bro, bananas was high this week. Boom, or like, you know, I think it's just about communicating with your crowd and who's coming through the store. But you started off small, you in the neighborhood, you in the community, communicate. Tell them, talk to them, tell them what's going on. Tell them your struggles, tell them you in it together. When you in things together, I find people take it more as family. Like we tell anybody, like, you come to a juice bar, like when we first opened up, we was in a neighborhood that had pretty much everything, like Bloods, Crips, the Yattas, MS-13, yada, 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 Jewish people, white people, regular people, cops, firemen, ambulance. So we had to make it as, we embrace everybody. When you walk through this door, you're a brother. And if he's in here, he's your brother. Whatever differences you have, you got to kind of understand when you come into this and you come into this business, it's a family, it's a community. So we took Juice Bar as we don't just sell fruits and veggies, but we're also a bar. We never lost the bar aspect of it. A bar, people want to come in the bar, kick it, chill, have a date, chop it up, had a hard day at work, had a good day at work. This is what's going on. This was popping. What's happening this week? And so when you open something up or you doing something, just serve your customers. Like, some of y'all serve dirt in here or did dirt. Like, you know how it is. You need that clientele. You want to be the best clientele on the block. Like, if I sell them weed, I want to be friendlier than the other weed guys. You got it today? All right, I got you. Pay me Friday though. But that's what a lot of people don't tell you when you trying to convert. Like, some of the things you learn from the dirt are good things. Right. You just got to learn how to convert them into positive things. Like, you got to say, what? I know how to flip a pack. Everybody in here, majority, not everybody, know how to flip a pack or know somebody that knows how to flip a pack. So that same mentality goes with positivity. That's like, oh, yo, Ben know how to flip the houses. If I lived here, I'm getting my bread together. Yo, homie, what you got? What you got? What you got? We're going to bring this to Ben. That's right. We're going to put our money into something good and convert it, because that's where it starts. Like, you got to know how to say, all right, let me put a little money to the side. Let me hold this. Yeah. Put this dirty money here. Let me talk to my... Sometimes we have stupid friends that we love. Most of the time. Everybody here got stupid friends that we love. Brothers, cousins, family, they're stupid. Or they dumb, or they just energy is wrong. You gotta know when to go, yo. You can't fly and look back. You're gonna crash into something. You can't fly and look back or keep looking down. You're gonna crash into something. You gotta fly there, get there and say, yo, I'm coming back for you, bro. Or this is how I got there. And roll with me. But a lot of us, that's where problem one starts. Like, we gotta really wake up and look in the mirror and say, problem one really starts with yourself. I told myself that this morning, yo. Yeah. Fuck me, you ain't ready. Because I've been around enough successful people and unsuccessful people and be in between and say, what exactly am I doing right? What exactly am I doing wrong? What are the bad habits? What are the good habits? Like, you know, and sometimes you just around the wrong people that's not helping you grow and not helping you learn. And just because you love them, that don't mean you got to be around them all the time. Sometimes you got to take that journey and wake up and say, all right, this is where the homie right here.
No, we're gonna have to leave him till the weekend.
I see him on Friday, man. Right. Monday to Thursday, this nigga is an anchor. This nigga is an anchor. Monday to Thursday, he's a fucking anchor. I can't learn with him. He's doing everything right. Like, that shit gotta happen, man.
Afraid to take a loss or step into that, journey of investing in themselves. that they step back. You know what I mean? So, you know, I have a clothing line. I started with a couple of shirts. You know what I mean? I done met you, Jada, all that, and Ben know I come throw him shirts, and I do different events.
Too,
You know what I mean? And I do different events, and you know what I mean? My mindset is like, you know, slow motion is better than no motion. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I came from the streets. I'm from Newark, born and raised, 40 years old. So my thing is same hustle, different drug.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
That's what a lot of us don't do. We look at something and think it's too much of a long journey for us. Like it's too hard of a goal.
Right.
Nah, if you hustled the pack, you could do it.
Absolutely.
Anybody who ever flipped the, I don't care if you flipped. If you ever flipped the pack or did skirt, I'm sorry. I got close to the gun. I'm sorry.
I got some people in here that's like,
I can't talk to the bot.
No, I got a bunch of different people in here. Hold on, I love it. Hold on one second. I want to go back to Sis for 1 second. You talked about how do you keep your costs down. One way that I keep my costs down when I'm ordering food, I'm ordering liquor, I find out who's in the same line of business with me. A lot of times we have that I syndrome. Well, I want to do it myself. I don't want to push nobody. But if you got 5 people that's in the same business that you, and then y'all go to the distributor, the manufacturer, now y'all ordering bigger packages, so you get it for less. Even though I'm not flipping houses with other developers, I'll say, hey, listen, you got 10 houses you building now, I'm building 5. Let's buy all our sheetrock, all our lumber, all our paint together. And instead of going to, let's say, a Home Depot is like the mall when it comes to building products. I'll go to Bear Paint directly instead of the convenience of going to Home Depot. I'll go to lumber yards instead of getting my 2x4s. You understand? It's the same thing. Find other people that's in the same products, that's selling the same products as you, and then you guys, as a collaborative, you go to them, and then you'll be able to get the cheaper prices. That's why I always say, it's not that people have more money than us. Their mindset is that we rather do it together. Can we say together? Together. Make sure that you partner up with people that's doing the same things, so you'll be able to get cheaper prices. Somebody else had a question.
Peace. Thanks for coming out. Definitely love the music. I wanted to know, like, how difficult, if it's difficult at all, how is it to get a mentor once you in the game? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people like me think like, man, like if you around Diddy or Swiss, you know, people at Def Jam, like you just be in that position where you can soak up like, you know, a whole lot of knowledge, since a lot of them is kind of up there. And you said you've been around poor people, been around rich. How difficult was it, if you were ever interested, to get somebody to put you under the wing and kind of teach you to get where they are?
I think it really depends on your mind state. Like, you know, from Diddy, and I applied them without even kind of understanding later that I was applying them. Because my mind state when he was telling me at the time wasn't all the way just sponging it up. And I think when you in any business, like he was saying, when you surround yourself around people who do the same thing, and you start becoming a sponge just to anything you hear. Like you start learning from people who's nowhere near around you. You start watching tapes just from people who did it from before you, and just listening to, just like me, I just try to look at it as, if you are the sponge, you have no choice but to learn. Like I wake up every day going, sometimes it's hard to find a mentor because some people don't want to show you the way. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the sad part. You're not gonna always find a mentor. Sometimes you have to go, I'm gonna learn through experience and taking time out to look at information. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna look up this information. I'm gonna pick up a book. I'm gonna get on my computer. I'm gonna load up this dude. I'm gonna read how he did it. A lot of us look into a lot of shit, like I said, a lot of time, but we don't, when it comes time to make money or do something that's a personal goal for ourselves, we don't take time to look up the information, like take time to go, I'm gonna do the research. Like I'm gonna take my time out to do the research on what I wanna do. Like when you wanna do something, you kinda wanna learn the most you can learn about what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? This is what I wanna do, how much could I learn? Like I used to say I wanna write scripts, and I used to just write, but I wasn't writing them correct. So I had to go, boom, And I still don't have anyone to mentor me. But I'm being a sponge and just being around certain people and learning. So I start being around this writer. I heard, oh, I use Final Draft. And I look up this writer, he said he uses Final Draft. And I look up what he uses. Oh, I'm gonna go download Final Draft. I'm gonna start using that. Then I'm gonna look up the instructions of Final Draft, how to work it. Then I'm gonna go look at his screenplay that he wrote in Final Draft. Then I'm gonna read like, you know what I mean? So it's about doing your homework. Like as a musician, like you learn, as an MC rather, you learn to go, boom, I wanna be nice. I have to do homework. I really have to listen to those who were nice before me. You may not have that mentor. Now you gotta go pick up, this is who I like, this is who I like, this is who I like. Let me listen to all his work. Let me judge his progression. Let me soak it in like a sponge. And then let me see who he listened to or who he liked. Let me go check that too. Like, so now you become the student on your own. You gotta, sometimes you have to be the student that's gonna make yourself the teacher.
If my phone, if I had it, I'll show it to you. I DM'd you maybe like 3 years ago, and I was like, yo, I'm a major fan. Yo, how can I get you into my restaurant? Now, of course, you didn't answer because you probably get a billion of them. But it's something called never quitting. I personally put myself in impossible situations to force myself to produce. Because my football coach used to always tell me, like, yeah, Benedict, you have a lot of natural talent. Like, I didn't have to work out. I was just naturally big and strong. But when I tore my ACL and I lost my football scholarship, that's when I had to use my brain. But I always had that never quit mentality. So for this man to be sitting here on my stage, it's like, oh snap, that's never quitting. Finding somebody to get to him and did it for me to be able to share this with in your room. So in life, sometimes you are your biggest mentor. You have to find your gym partner within yourself. You gotta look at yourself. I'm gonna be like, oh man, so that's it? That's all I did today? I only bought 4 houses this month? When I got access to $150 million, you bullshitting. And you have to put yourself around people that's doing better than you. A lot of times we make a couple dollars or we've had certain amounts of success and you want to just go hang around the people that you could almost have that bravado type of attitude, say, nah, I'm doing better. I go hang around people whose watch is worth more than everything in my family. Why? Because it makes me want to do better. You understand what I'm saying? So that mentorship is inside of you. Access to information. When we was in school, we had Cliff Notes. Now, you can ask Siri, you can get answer to any question. So it's not about necessarily, and there's nothing wrong with mentors. But it's you finding that within yourself and never quitting. And like I said, look in this room, the power of networking. That person right next to you might be the person to help you jump that hurdle. So we're going to take 3 more questions, and then we're going to wrap it up.
And on the top of that, I just want to add to that. If you look at that on the flip side of what he just said, he builds something to the point where I have to be here. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't get what you want, but you keep building to the point where your name is spoken and heard, and it's like, yo, you got to do this, or this is the thing for you to do, or you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes rejection is a great thing, like, you know what I mean? Before we actually made it as the Locks, and we never say this, there's so many people who rejected us, like, you know what I mean? There's so many, I remember someone who rejected us one night, then they had to perform after us, and the whole club left. I'm serious, I'm not even joking, this is serious, and this was somebody we really loved and admired. It just shows that hard work and dedication and understanding. Sometimes you gotta really have an attitude too. A lot of us don't really have enough attitude. Like, you gotta be, sometimes you gotta wake up a cocky son of a bitch and say, I know I'm meant for this. And then on the flip side of it, sometimes you gotta be thanking God for it before it comes. I know God, I know it's coming, God. I know, thank you, I wanna thank you early. I know you're gonna show me the way. I know you're gonna lend me the guides. I know you're gonna give me the path. I know it's gonna be ups and downs, but I know what's coming. Like the power of manifestation is a lot of us don't really take to heart. Like, we was a rap group from Yonkers. We was young. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna make it rap and get the fuck out of here. Y'all from Yonkers. Like, all right, you'll see. Because people will doubt you, and you'll hear the doubt, and you'll eat the doubt, and you'll be full of doubt. Go to sleep on doubt. Don't eat the doubt, bro. Go ahead, keep down with me. Watch me. As long as you have that attitude, watch me. Because even if you have that attitude and you don't hit your mark, you're going to feel great with giving it 110. You're going to say, I gave it 110. And something else is going to come out of that, you giving it 110. Believe that.
Word.
You said
You had a question.
You said that you were into books
Speak up.
and into books.
Yeah.
Can you mention 3 books that you would recommend?
The Prophet Khalil Gibran. The Prophet. For I don't know the author of this one, but since we all in here, don't sweat the small stuff. I'm gonna recommend a few. Man, Child in the Promised Land. Soul on Ice. Malcolm X. 4 Agreements, Miguel Ruiz.
Hey, that's my book right there.
Everybody says The Alchemist. I like the Warrior's Light, or Way of the Warrior. I may have the title confused. Pardon me. But I feel like just reading in general, even more so than that, the dictionary. Pick up the dictionary, pick up the paper. Even if not that, just the process of wanting to learn every day. Like as an MC, I just want to learn every day, regardless. So I'm cursed with that because I want to be better as a lyricist. Like I've been in the game, fortunate enough to be 20-some years. People still love me, salute me. But I feel like I could be better if I could get smarter. Because I know I've come from a place of, I could say I've been proud to grow as a man, more than anything. I've been proud to be able to grow and mature and be able to tell people on a day-to-day basis, all I want to do is strive for peace and good energy. I never thought I would be in that place in life, like, you know what I'm saying, coming from where I came from and going through the
They gon' look like stars, they coming through. On the bike, they look like cars. It's new, Jane is all so good with your new, Jane is all so good with your brain is nowhere next to ready for this.